Hello, friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope you're all doing well. I am here and I am doing better. If you follow me over on my Instagram, it's Canada Planner Girl. You should absolutely go check me out. I am planning for the week of October 30th through November the 5th, and this was a very big week for me. This was my kiddo's first birthday, my littlest one's first birthday. So he's my last littlest. So it was a bit emotional, but I didn't get to use this kit last year. If we're going to be totally honest, my 2022 planners had a lot of gaps. And my mental health wasn't good, and he was very sick when he was first born, and ended up in the NICU for 5 days. And honestly, this was the kit for the week that he was born, and I couldn't bring myself to use it. But it's such a beautiful kit, and it was gifted to me. I thought, why not use it for his first birthday? I think it's ambiguous enough that it absolutely worked for his first birthday, and I'm really glad that I got to use it. And I absolutely paid homage to Halloween, but I didn't feel the need to use a Halloween kit. I did, if you will have seen it. If not, I will link it in the iCard, but my black and white washi spread I did the week before, and that was sort of my homage to Halloween. But I don't feel like I need a Halloween kit unless Halloween is on the Sunday or the Saturday. I don't feel like a Halloween kit is just necessary. And there's going to be a lot of weeks that it's my kiddo's birthday and Halloween on the same week. And so I should probably just get used to doing spreads as I want. Because these are really for no one but me. No one but me. But that's okay. I thought this was absolutely one of the most beautiful weeks. The kit was so easy to lay down. I had so much fun laying it down. I will say, in the second half of this spread, after the base has been laid down, I start planning again, and I have had COVID. This is the first time I sound better in days. This was supposed to have gone up on March the 5th, but I'm thinking it'll go up on the 6th or the 7th, if we're going to be honest about it. But yeah, you'll notice that the second half is a lot shakier. I got the shakes during COVID. I don't know what that's all about, but I couldn't stop shaking. And I was so shaky that I couldn't even write. I wrote one thing down and the writing is fine, but it was too uncomfortable for me to write. I was shaking so badly. So you're not going to see it a completed spread. If you're looking for a completed spread, if you're like me, you're a little bit nosy, absolutely go ahead and check out my Instagram. That's Canada Planner Girl. And you can see the completed spread there. Moving into the sidebar, there were 2 habit trackers, which is perfect. And you'll note that I ended up having to do a little bit of rearranging on the sidebar, only because I did not realize that there was a this week header. So I just used one of the decorative headers for the separator. The divider. My goodness, my language is ridiculous. Anyway, you'll see that I have to shift it all, and it all comes up fairly soon. But I love it. I love it. This whole spread was just fantastic. And I don't know why it's so, it's not focusing. But I didn't love the Oh Baby one. I just felt too busy for me. So I ended up deciding to do the full box where you could fill it in. And I think that worked out a lot better because I ended up able to write in my kiddo's birthday after. So that worked out nicely. I liked it. But I see that just looks better, right? That just looks better. I did a true scatter this week and it worked out perfectly well for me. And then I just use these little bow headers to mark on top of every single one of the full boxes. And then I use the green headers with the gold foil in them to just do the other divider. But I didn't really need the decorative headers. I felt they would have been too similar to the boxes in the kit to be able to to be able to fill them in. So did I end up having to do, I don't know what I was doing here. Did I fit it? No, I didn't. I was so worried because the stickers weren't pulling up very well, but I just wanted to get this done. And now that it's down, I'm so glad that I did it. Very green. This is one of my favorite colors of green as well. I really like it. So I don't know. I think it just worked out beautifully. Truly beautifully. Yeah, so I don't even know what to say before I get into the day by day, just because it was a busy week. It was a really, really busy week. My weeks start to get significantly busier here. And I am going to try really hard, actually, to get myself into at least by the end of March, hopefully, if I can do it, pull off into December. Certainly, I would love to be in the new year by April and just catch up that way. So I'm hoping to put out a lot of videos. That's the plan. I just have to get around to the editing and uploading. That's the other thing. So you'll see here, I'm doing the headers. Again, this is a little bit, normally I do this a little bit more quickly, but I just have everything at 1.5 times the speed today. I didn't want the video to be too short. It's a big video. I got a lot to talk about. But now I'm just waiting. Just for the headers to be done. And it will be, I don't know. Planning Alex is taking such a long time. Anyway, in regards to the COVID, I went to a funeral and a lot of people who went to the funeral got sick. So that's just that. Yeah, this is like a beautiful kit, and I'd love to buy from Two Lil Bees. Truly I would, but the shipping from the States right now is astronomical. It's out of control. It's so and I'm not sure if this is just like a States trying to keep people buying within the States, but it's just so exorbitant. I was recently checking shipping on, I can't recall the shop, and it was $28 and some change. Like, that's insane. That's insane. So, as much as I would like to buy from Two Lil Bees and other US shops, there's simply no way. There is simply no way. So let me know in the comments down below, do you just absorb the shipping cost? Do you add that into your monthly budget? Or is it something that you've actively had to stop buying from the States because you can't afford the shipping anymore, which is insane. So if you hear that big fan, that's my heater that's going on. If you recall from a very long time ago, my roof collapsed, not my roof, my basement ceiling collapsed. There was mouse damage that was undisclosed to us in the house, and there was damage and a little bit of water damage. So part of my basement roof collapsed, and that actually kept the vent from being too loud. But here we are with it pretty loud, so I apologize for that. Anyway, into my day by day. So starting off by Monday, I wanted to mark that my big kid had nightmares all night, and he doesn't have nightmares. It was a really bad situation. He was very unhappy and very scared. Then next, my mother-in-law came over to watch my son. My husband and I had a brunch date. We were trying to get him used to being not with us, before he started daycare in a few weeks. So it was really nice of my mother-in-law to come over. That afternoon, I had a nap with my littlest, who, excuse me, like clockwork every single time. And then I baked cookies with my big guy. I filmed my 2024 kit lineup, and I cleaned my makeup brushes. I'm really excited. That new icon is from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was Halloween, so I actually just used one of the witchy witchy big munchkins from the Coffee Monsters Co subscription, and I decided to back that onto a plain box that didn't need florals or anything, and that was perfect for Halloween. It's still a work day. Halloween is not, I don't know, I don't think Halloween is fun unless it's like on a weekend or like a Friday or something. Anyway, on Thursday, or after that, I finished up filming, so I used a little computer icon from Dash of Sun Designs. You can go check her out. She's reopened now. She's got a lot of beautiful stuff in her shop. And then beyond that, I wanted to mark that it was the first frost, and I struggled to determine which box to use, but I ended up with a Coffee Monsters Co. and that little like banner box. I thought it was a big deal because it was the first frost. Then a Fox and Cactus shoe, just to note that I walked to the dollar store to get some decorations. And then that evening, my kiddo got sent home from daycare and he was crying and no one was really sure why. He just, not a good time. That's a custom from TeddyPlansCo. And then my mom was over for dinner that night and she helped me take the kids trick-or-treating, and then back at the house, so we could give out candy after trick-or-treating was over. And I just used another one of those little emoji Coffee Monsters Co. the subscription heads. I thought it was perfect. But again, another really, really, really difficult night for my little guy. Just really tricky. After that, on Wednesday, I kept my big guy home from daycare the next day. He wasn't sick. There was nothing wrong. It's just he had been sent home crying. He was obviously, he needed a, like, calm down. I wonder if he got overwhelmed and scared with Halloween. At this point, you know, he's still only 3, nearly 3.5, but like, I don't know, kids are kids, right? There was a pretty good example of my hand shaking and like laying down stickers was getting pretty hard at this point. So I used a paper and milk Maru just to note that I played with the boys. And then another little emoji Coffee Monsters Co. hat one to note that we took down Halloween. Then very unexpectedly, my big guy fell asleep on the couch. So he was just obviously exhausted and he rarely naps anymore. So it was a big deal, and a paper and milk Maru to note that. And then another Sweet Tea Sticker Co. icon to note that we took a family walk, and you will have seen there my hand was shaking too bad. There was no way that I could have filled it in. Another Sweet Tea Sticker Co. icon to note that we just had to quickly go to Shoppers and pick up some medication. And then that afternoon, a Fox and Cactus big fox family to note that we had family playtime together. It was a really fun evening. We had a great time. Then I used CleverGalCraft icons, just the little bow icons to note daycare drop off on Thursday and Friday, if you're wondering what that was. And so I walked home with my kiddo from daycare, and then we took a second walk later in the day. So I just marked that twice. Same shoe icon, the neutral icons from Fox and Cactus. And then my plan with me went live. So I used the computer icon from the kit and my favorite Fox and Pip park sticker to note that I took the kids to the park. Then after daycare, I played with the boys. No screen time for anyone. It's something I really, really tried to implement here. I wasn't very consistent marking it in my planner going forward, but I have been consistent implementing it, and it's been a lot better. Everyone's a lot happier. And I marked that with a Coffee Monsters Co. icon, and then another Dash of Sun Designs little cart. I had to quickly pop out 2 Sobeys for some food for dinner, and then that evening a Coffee Monsters Co. mini emoji just to note that I watched hockey with my husband. Again, same deal for Friday, daycare drop off this day, and my kiddo, my littlest, was grumpy again. So grumpy. He is so dramatic. It's wild. It's absolutely insane. And then I noted that with a Coffee Monsters Co. icon. Then just to note like a huge chunk of my day, and a paper and milk Maru, I prepped to winterize my cayenne and my rosemary, which is to say, I got everything dried out in the oven. So you do it at like the lowest temperature in your oven, and you do it for like 2 to 3 hours to completely withdraw all the moisture. And I am still using the rosemary that I grew from scratch in all of my cooking, as well as my cayenne. I've made my own red pepper cayenne flakes. And I've ground them all up, and that's how I use them. I actually ended up the moving the Paper and Milk Maru just to the top of the page. There was a little bit more space, and I started reading the book Light Lark here. It was an excellent read. I understand that the author is problematic and her publishing is problematic, and problematic as in like very privileged, not problematic as in like flat out racist, because those are two very different things, but two very big problems in the world at the moment. It's just a great book. Saturday morning started with long snuggles with my big guy. That was really nice. We try and do that as like our mom and son time when my littlest guy goes for his nap. It was a very gloomy day, and I marked that with the Coffee Monsters Co. and then that shopping bag again from Sweet Tea. To note that we went to the grocery store and the bakery. And then that afternoon we went to Costco, and I used a paper and milk icon and a magical sticker Costco script. I love my magical sticker Costco scripts. Then I just used a little notepad paper from the kit to mark that I did party prep that evening. And I baked cupcakes. And then my husband and I, he had gotten home from work, so we just like chilled after the kids went to bed, had some drinks, and had like adult time because it's a really busy day with the kids on Saturday. On Sunday, it was another really awful night with my guy. I don't know. He was like, it's a birthday for me. I don't want to be happy. So I marked that again. And then, and it was also daylight savings time, which was just hideous. And I marked that I had a nap with him early in the morning or else I wouldn't have been able to function. Then I finished doing party prep with the balloons, again from Dash of Sun Designs. And then this cute little friend icon, my friend Rebecca, who was the godparent to my children, came over with her friend to help me get like the cupcakes iced and everything for the party, help me get everything ready. And then I just, layered some stickers to mark the party. And then after that, a paper and milk icon to mark that we did presents, and then an earlier night for the boys. Everybody was overstimulated. And on the top in that box to fill in, obviously you won't see it, but I just marked it was daylight savings time and we gained an hour, and I've got some Coffee Monster Co. icons for that. Toodles!